because when we cross the Suez Canal, we start to be in the first city in Asia. Today, we'll start to visit the Great Pyramids of Giza, the King Cheops, the King Khufu, one of the famous pyramids in all the world, one of the 7 wonders for the ancient people, the Great Pyramids of Giza. And actually, when talking about the Great Pyramids of Giza, we're talking about the sacred building in the world. Why sacred building? Because actually, when he discovered these pyramids, he not found anything inside. He not found the mummy, not found the statues, not found anything ever. And when you're looking now in the right-hand side, or the left-hand side, you see one of the huge buildings. This is the Grand Egyptian Museum. Grand Egyptian Museum, he will open in November for this year. Actually, this is one of the famous museum, or one of the huge museum in the Middle East and Africa, and also will be one of the famous because he put inside one of the famous kings and the queen for the new kingdom or the new dynasty, like second Ramses, like Tutankhamun, like third Ramses, Hatshepsut, Nefertari, Nefertiti, more different famous queen for the new dynasty. But when today visit the Great Pyramids of Giza, we'll visit one of the oldest history, because we're talking 2,525 years before the Christ. We're talking about more than 4,500 years ago. The age for the Great Pyramids of Giza. But actually, why the ancient Egyptian, he building the pyramids? Why? Why actually he makes some of the huge massive building to only put one coffin and one sarcophagus and one mummy inside a huge building? Because actually I need to know in the beginning, any king for the ancient time, he take the title like the god or the son of the god. For this time he must build some of the good building for the son of the god. It's not normal like anyone. Because actually the mummification process, because you see how the ancient time he make the mummy, it's named mummification because actually the ancient Egyptian, he believed for afterlife, not believe for real life. Only the real life he bring all the stuff will use him for afterlife. And also the Great Pyramids of Giza, when talking, I have some question. Anyone visit Egypt before? Or this is the first time? First time? Someone speak Arabic here? Huh? شوية not شوية حبيبي, it's not شوية Arabic speaker not speak. Okay, first of all, I'm so happy when anyone he spoke my language, because actually you speak Arabic. Egypt also have the same language but the different phonetics. Actually I'm explaining like the Arabic in Egypt like American slang. It's talking fast and eating the word. But the British, yeah, عامل ايه حبيبي. But the Middle East and the Emirates, they spoke the real Arabic or the British English. It's like the British. We're talking about everything formal. But Egypt, he using like local Arabic. Okay, this because we can. This is like the sum of the knowledge to know about the all its Arabic but difference. Like when you go from Morocco, it spoke Arabic also, but we matching between Arabic and French. We have a lot of the different Arabic also in the Middle East and also some of the country in Asia. Actually, we have few minutes will be arrive in the plateau of Giza. Actually, we're talking about the Great Pyramids. I need to ask some question. Do you know what the original size for the Great Pyramids of Giza? How many blocks were using to building the pyramids? Actually, all this question maybe someone he knows or someone he not knows. But actually, I tell you something. The original height for the Great Pyramids of Giza, 148 meters. 148 meters. But now it's 137. We lost 11 meters in the top of the pyramids because in the past time have one of the gold pyramids in the top of the Great Pyramids of Giza. It's 11 meters. Actually, when the first one he discovered this pyramid named Khalifa al-Ma'mun. When the Khalifa al-Ma'mun, he discovered the pyramid, he think inside it have a lot of different stuff and a lot of bones. he started searching and cracking more different things to find it, but actually he not found anything. Only found one of the empty coffin without cover. Not found any hieroglyphic writing. For this time he left this pyramids and go outside. When he go outside, he looking in the top for the pyramids, he found the gold. He take the task for the cylinder, climbing up and bringing this gold. And for this time he take the pyramids of gold using for another project. It's like he make a crown or make some of the necklace or using for more different stuff. For this point, this is one of the mistake, because the gold pyramids have a hieroglyphic writing. He explaining about why the king died, why he building the pyramids. Because actually more than 500 years ago we discovered one of the small pyramids in the plateau of Saqqara. It's named Unas pyramids. It's alabaster pyramids or the Tekes pyramids. When discovered this pyramid, he found it all the hieroglyphic writing. He explaining how the ancient time he building the pyramids, why the ancient time he changed the tomb for under the ground to be one of the face about the triangle. Because actually the face of the triangle, this is a relation about the ancient time. Why? Do you know where is the sun? The sun in the sky, yeah? The sun is meaning for this time is a god, because he believed for the god Ra, the god of the sun. Actually when you see the sun in the middle of the sky, he like looking down for the earth or looking down for the human. But if you put any pencil or any tower, why he make the shadow like triangle? This is the meaning that God Ra, he protect anyone down. This is the meaning about the great pyramids of Giza or any pyramids of Giza. It's meaning that God Ra, he looking and caring about anyone under the cover. It's like, I make easy explaining. When you have a two child, what you make, you hold your two hands for your child like that. Triangle. This is the meaning also the great pyramids of Giza. Because actually in the beginning life you not think to make the triangle. Because the first pyramids in the world stay step pyramids. Because in the beginning life he start to make one of the basic square only one step. And after that he building the second, and after that he building the third. When he building the third and the fourth and the fifth and sixth, after that he take one of the full triangle. After that the king Snefer, this is the first king for the fourth dynasty, the father for the king Cheops or king Khufu. He building two pyramids. One is named the Pink pyramids and the another is named the Red pyramids. Actually the Red pyramid, this is the one of the rayon or the first shaping triangle in the world to building like one of the amazing construction. After that he building the great pyramids of Giza. But actually when asked how many years the ancient time he building the pyramids, actually we're talking about he working 4 months per year. 4 months per year. Actually only 4 months not, he working the 12 months, but only the 4 months he bring all the stuff, all the stone to put in the plateau of Giza. Why? Because actually the 4 months, this is the wind, the water of the river Nile to be high level, covering all this area to easy to transfer the blocks for the West Bank or the quarry till the plateau of Giza. And after that, finish the 4 months, start the worker to cutting and bring and building the pyramids. But how many years? We're talking about for 20 to 30 years to finish the only one pyramids.